Coming up on BNN's National News in 30. We're all looking forward to spring, but in the meantime, we still have to drive in some horrible conditions. We'll take a look at some preventive ways you can drive in the winter weather. Also, we'll get the inside scoop on how IBM and the Atlanta Falcons are working to make the new stadium one in the leader of technologies. But first, everyone from young to old will be excited about the New Kids on the Block reunion tour. All this and more on BNN's National News in 30. Thanks for tuning in to BNN's National News in 30. I'm Diana Lopez. The New Kids on the Block are back and on a mission to clean up the concert scene. They want to put an end to the tradition of women tossing their undies on stage during a performance. As we hear in this report, the boy band kicked off their campaign with a special concert in New York.
The New Kids have definitely been around the block a few times since they first hit the scene in the late 80s, but they've still got a legion of adoring fans.
They're sweethearts and they treat all their fans really well, and there's a great level of respect between the band and the fans. And everyone that comes to the concerts has a great time, and they make it special for everyone.
Because the band has such a special relationship with their fans, they felt it was okay to make an unusual request of concertgoers attending this performance in New York.
You're clean after using Cottonelle, fresh and clean.
Mm-hmm. Gives you confidence, right?
Yeah, you can go commando.
Yeah.
That's right. They're asking fans to leave the underwear behind when they go to a New Kids performance. The New Kids say it's all just good, clean fun, and the band hopes their fans are willing to take part in this new concert-going experience.
Something that's important to us is our fans. Our fans come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors. And no matter what, we love them. We want them to feel confident.
For those confident enough to take the plunge, there was a special Go Commando booth at the event, and a few fans were willing to oblige.
I have to say, I feel like a teenager tonight because I grew up with New Kids on the Block. And so to be here with a bunch of moms and women on sort of a date night together and have the confidence to go commando is just such a party. Yeah. Completely.
The Go Commando enabler was Cottonelle, which is sponsoring the New Kids on their national tour.
Cottonelle is excited to partner up with New Kids on the Block. We're kicking off with a big concert tonight, and then we'll be with them on tour.
And if this sneak peek concert was any indication, New Kids fans will be lining up around the block to get tickets for the main event national tour, which kicks off May 1st in Las Vegas. I'm Vincent Hunter reporting.
The next generation of Afghan army officers is being forged in a rigorous training camp near Kabul, which aims to produce men and women of the highest caliber to lead their country in the fight against the insurgency. We speak to two young officer cadets currently in training at the Afghan National Army Officer Academy in Kabul.
Abdul Sabur, a young high school graduate, and Wahidullah Zazai, a hardened veteran of the Afghan Special Forces. Two very different men from different corners of Afghanistan, training together with a very similar goal, to become leaders in the Afghan National Army.
زمانی که من متعلم بودم علاقمند خبرها بودم. شب از طرف شب حتما من خبرها رو تعقیب میکردم. زمانی که من خبرها رو تعقیب میکردم هر شب در یکی از ولایت‌های افغانستان مثلا اگر انفجار رو میدیدم مردمای ملکی خود میدیدم که قتل میشد از بین میرفتن و در دورانی که من خبرها رو میدیدم با خود امی انگیزه برای من خلق شد که من باید به اردوی ملی بپیوندم ما باید بیایم به خاطر حفاظت دفاع مردم شریف خود همین مردم بیچاره ما که همه روزه در هر گوشه افغانستان قتل میشن و بیگناه کشته میشه بتونم که از خون اینا دفاع کنم.
Thousands applied to join the Afghan National Army Officer Academy, located just outside Kabul, but only the best make the grade.
شوق میشه ډېر لرلو اولین د مارمانو چې زده کوم کولای شم د سربازۍ نه سٹارټ واخلم او یو غواړ ټارګټ ته مثلا آینده یو جنرال د مملکت ته اوسم یو سیاسي یو نظامی سړی اوسم ولې په خاطر دې چې ملک ډېر جنګونه تیر شوي دي حتی زه چې د اوس خبرې کوم د دردونه چې ماته احساس شوي دي ما ډېر مړي لیدلي دي ما ډېر زخمیان لیدلي دي د اوس د ما سترګو کې اوښکې راځي زه نشم بیانولی اگر چې دا ډېره اوږده سټورۍ دی نو زه چې دا وایم دا ماته ډېر درد احساسوي او شوق مې لرلو چې زه باید دې خاورې ته دا چې لکه دې خاوره دی دا زه باید دې ته دفاع وکړم دا به مانې حق لري دا ما مور دی زه چې دې نه دفاع ونه کړم زه به مور نه څه دفاع وکړم.
The training cycle for the cadets lasts for a year and means extended periods of separation from the comforts of home and family.
مگر مشکل نشته مهم اول چی دی متحداب باید هغه مکم راشي اگر چې ما ته هدف ښه دی مکم راغلی خو نه ما خواوش او ده چې دا باید ښه ټرینینګ شي ښه پوه شي ښه وظیفه شناسه وځي که زه دلته سختي تېره کړم دا وخت د خاورې پروت خورم آینده کیدای شي ما باندې روشنۍ راشي نو همداسې هر څه صحیح دی ما زمن دي مشکلات فامیلي دي واړه دي خدای مې راباندې خدای ته مې سپارلي دي.
The aim of the British-funded academy is to provide Afghanistan with an officer training facility that mirrors the standards set by Western militaries.
2015 دی باید موږ ته لکه دوی چې نوي تکتیکونه موږ ته راښیي من حیث دی 2015 تکتیکونه دي او هغه تکتیکونه ډېر ښه دي او ډېر په مخ تللی شي.
بسیار چیزا رو یاد گرفتیم از نگاه تکتیک دلگاه مشری مثلا یک دلگاه چه قسم سوقی داره کنیم ایره اگر 100% نه 80% تقریبا یاد گرفتیم که مثلا ما بتانم یک دلگاه چه قسم حمایت کنم چه قسم میره سوقی داریش بتانم. انداخت اصلا ما انداخت نکرده بودم هیچ زمانی که ملکی بودم حتی تفنگ به دست نگرفته بودم و اینجا که آمدم خب و اینجا که آمدم بسیار مثلا انداخت های زیاد کردیم با M16 سلاح های M16 است M49 M40 از این سلاح ما انداخت کردیم و حالا میتونم که هدف بگیرم هدف بزنم. ما مسائل دیگه که در عسکری و در تعلیم به کار برده می شود تا یک جای یاد گرفتیم و خودم شخصا فعلا میتونم بگویم که من یک سرباز دلیر افغانستان هستم.
The first graduation from the academy took place last year, and those who successfully passed out are already serving across the country.
واړو ماشومان نه کار اخلي او ته زه اجازه ورکړم نه وخت کې چې دغه ورک شي دا د منځه لاړ شي نو زه کولی شم په خپلې وظیفې نه مقدس یم ټیټ ودرېږم واده کې چې ودرېږم دا چې منځه لاړ شي خو حتما امن راځي خو چې امن راغلو امن چې اول راشي صلح امن چې راشي نو تعلیم ورسره څنګه مخ ته ځي نو خلک چې تعلیم یافته شي سواداره شي نو بیا کولی شي چې ملک اتفاق اتحاد منځ راشي ارتقا وکړي نو چې ارتقا وکړه نو موږ بیا خارجیانو ته څه ضرورت لرو خو بیا خپله مخ ته ځو.
For NATO Channel in Kabul, this is Lawrence Cameron.
When BNN returns, a new study shows how medication helps smokers gradually reduce cigarette use.
Your four-legged friends are always looking to have some fun, but when you're not around, they can be lonely and tear up the town. Not anymore. Introducing Wobble Wag Giggle Ball, the interactive ball that makes the most hilarious sounds, turning a lonely day into a fun day of play while you're away. The secret are 3 tubes inside the ball that let out sounds when rolled around. And listen to this. Wobble Wag Giggle Ball helps keep your dog happy, healthy, and fit because you're giving him a workout without having to take him out. Look, older dogs slow down, but with the Wobble Wag Giggle Ball, you'll have them up and playing like a puppy again. Plus, you'll know when you're not home, he'll never be alone with his Wobble Wag Giggle Ball. Call or log on now and get a Wobble Wag Giggle Ball for your BFF, best furry friend, for just $14.99. To make this the funnest deal on TV, we'll double it for free. Just pay separate processing and handling. You can get 2 Wobble Wag Giggle Balls for one low price of just $14.99. Call or log on now. This special doggy deal is not available in stores.
Addiction. There was a day when the word addiction was just another word. If you're battling addiction, it's not easy to ask for help. It's hard to admit you really need it. End Addiction would like to help you. End Addiction can help you get immediate admission into a recovery center near you. Call End Addiction.
1-800-719-5641.
Many insurance plans will pay up to $30,000 for the cost of getting you help with no money out of pocket. It's not easy to talk about your addictions or those of someone you care about. It's hard for you to experience, and it's hard for them to watch. The first step to ending addiction starts with one free, private, and no-obligation call. Addiction. There can be a day when the word is just another word again. Your life is not over. There are things you still need to do. The first thing is to call End Addiction.
1-800-719-5641. 1-800-719-5641.
Welcome back to BNN. I'm Diana Lopez. Almost half of cigarette smokers try to quit each year, and although most experts recommend setting a quit date and stopping cold turkey, many smokers would prefer to quit gradually by reducing the number of cigarettes they smoke daily. A new study in the February 17th issue of JAMA found that with the help of varenicline, a medication to treat nicotine addictions, smokers who reduced the use over a month's time were twice as likely to abstain from smoking at 12 months.
Jodelle Kaiser tried to quit smoking once and failed. She tried a second time, was successful for 2 years, but stress caused her to start again.
I really punished myself. When I started smoking again, I was so disappointed. But, you know, people sometimes do that, and they have to get up, brush themselves off, and go again.
After attending the inpatient program at the Mayo Clinic and using the smoking cessation medication varenicline, she says her third attempt is working.
So you didn't lose confidence, you didn't lose faith that you could do it?
No, I knew I could.
Varenicline has already been shown to help smokers who were ready to choose a quit date and then abruptly stop smoking.
We were interested in doing a larger trial with varenicline, including a longer duration of therapy.
Dr. John Ebert from the Mayo Clinic and co-authors studied a group of smokers willing to reduce the number of cigarettes they smoked with the intention of making a quit attempt within 3 months. Half the smokers took daily varenicline, and the other half received a placebo, both for 6 months. The proportion of patients who quit smoking was measured at 6 and 12 months.
Participants receiving varenicline were over 4 times more likely to be abstinent from smoking at 6 months and were over 2 times more likely to be abstinent from smoking at 12 months compared to placebo.
The study appears in JAMA, Journal of the American Medical Association.
We found no differences between the two groups with respect to severe or serious adverse events. Our study would suggest that it can help this population of patients quit smoking long term.
Jodelle says her overall health has improved, including her breathing and sleeping.
Do I have cravings once in a while? Yes, I do. But the important thing is, I'm a non-smoker. And I'm very happy with myself.
Catherine Dolph, The JAMA Report.
The behavioral reduction strategy used in this study recommended that patients reduce their smoking rate by 50% at the end of 4 weeks and by 75% at the end of 8 weeks, with an intent of making a quit attempt by 3 months.
The 2015 National Religious Broadcasters Convention was in Nashville once again. The annual event was held at the Gaylord Opryland Resort. The hotel's beautiful and spacious environment allows for the attendees to stay within walking distance of the convention hall. BNN's Peter Bernier reports.
As radio and television broadcasters gathered at the 2015 National Religious Broadcasters Convention, they were met with attendees looking for products and content. There was a surprising amount of Christian filmmakers that even shocked registration employees.
I see that the filmmakers come and they want to see young talent. They want to see people that can handle cameras, that can talk well as well.
Broadcast companies were also in attendance looking to share their latest products with new and repeat customers.
Anywave offers a low-cost, high-quality transmission solution for low-power television, including medium power and high power. Well, certainly the religious broadcast component and family-owned television markets are a focus of ours, and we have many forays into the world of religious broadcasters. We're certainly part of that family, we think, and it makes up about 20%, 30% of our existing business.
I've been coming to NRB probably off and on for the last 15 years. We'll always like to look at the latest in equipment. I just recently made a sizable purchase with some of the folks behind us, and it's nice to get to see some of their equipment firsthand, meet them and talk to them in person. It's a whole lot better than just doing business on the internet or over the phone.
As broadcasters and filmmakers met, they gained new clients and contacts at another successful NRB. For BNN, I'm Peter Bernier.
When BNN returns, we'll help you navigate in some of the worst weather conditions.
Are you suffering from lower back pain? Do you wake up with nagging aches and stiffness? Now you can stop suffering and relieve your pain with ChiroBac, the drug-free in-home treatment for back pain. It's like having your own personal chiropractor right in your home.
I use my hands in the office to provide passive motion to the spine of somebody who's experiencing pain. And that passive motion is replicated by the ChiroBac.
The secret is ChiroBac's proprietary technology, a fusion of oscillation therapy and continuous passive motion, which gently releases the pressure between the vertebrae, allowing your spine to open up and decompress.
I played professional football for 8 years. All those pains and injuries I had, I just had to deal with them. Now that I've found ChiroBac, I don't have to live with the pain anymore.
Call or click for your 60-day risk-free trial. If your pain does not go away, we'll give you a complete refund. Get ChiroBac. Relief at last.
Are you looking for a portable Bluetooth speaker? Buy the patented iTalk Bluetooth speaker toy on EasyDealy.com and save today. It's not just a toy. You can use this cool Bluetooth speaker to answer phone calls, to entertain family and friends, and to hear your favorite music or movies. The iTalk Bluetooth speaker toy has a retail value of $89.95. Call or log on today and purchase the iTalk Bluetooth speaker for only $59.95 plus shipping and handling. But wait, there's more. You can have 2 high-quality Bluetooth speaker toys for different rooms or give one away to a friend. There are several colors to choose from. If you call in the next 10 minutes, you'll receive the second iTalk Bluetooth speaker for half price. That's a total retail value of over $179.99. Today, you'll pay only $59.95 for one iTalk Bluetooth speaker toy or $99.95 for 2. Only while supplies last. Presented by EasyDealy.com and Shop Club USA Network.
Welcome back to BNN News. I'm Diana Lopez. Knowing the difference between all-wheel and four-wheel drive can give drivers confidence when driving through snow, ice, and rain this winter. According to Punxsutawney Phil, most of the country is in for a long winter. In fact, AccuWeather is forecasting more rain and thunderstorms than usual in the south and west and a late spring in the Rockies and the Plain States. This means many roads across the country will remain treacherous due to snow, ice, and rain, making driving conditions difficult.
Spring is still several weeks away, and until it's here, many roads across the country will remain treacherous due to snow, ice, and rain.
Spring, of course, comes to some parts of the country sooner than others. However, this year, our forecast for the south and west is more rain and thunderstorms than usual. Spring will come late to the Rockies and the Plain States, but the Midwest and Northeast look to catch a break after record-setting snow this winter.
If you live in parts of the country with longer winters or where weather affects the road conditions, the latest all-wheel drive technologies could give you more confidence behind the wheel.
There's a big difference between four-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. A four-wheel drive system is really more for going off-road, going through deep water, all the wheels acting independently.
All-wheel drive vehicles, which use computers to constantly monitor signals such as speed, steering wheel angle, and traction, then put the power to the appropriate wheels, are popular on many vehicle types, from crossovers like the new Encore to sports cars like the Buick Regal GS.
The Buick Regal is a performance-oriented drivetrain. This gives us both snow handling, which is being demonstrated here, and great on-road handling.
While every all-wheel drive system is designed to get you through snow and ice, they can be tuned to fit the vehicle and the purpose.
On this Buick Encore, it's more about convenience. It's about getting your family through the bad conditions and doing it in a comfortable way. On this Buick Regal, it's more about performance. A traditional high-powered sports car has most of the traction to the rear wheels, and that's what you find on the Regal.
So the latest all-wheel drive technologies can give you confidence in bad weather and make driving a little more fun when the sun comes out. I'm Chris Hansen.
Usain Bolt was at the heart of a spectacular stunt in New York recently to launch Puma Ignite, a running shoe that provides maximum energy return. In Times Square, the energy hub of the city that never sleeps, runners powered away on treadmills throughout the day with the energy from their Ignite shoes being collected and stored. When the threshold reached 100%, the world's fastest man rose up in a theater of light, smoke, and fire. Following this launch, Puma and Usain Bolt have challenged runners in the cities around the world.
I give you Ignite.
Well, it's always good to be here to launch this new show, Ignite. It's an awesome show. It's good to keep our energy. So for me, it's just so wonderful feeling to be back in New York.
nationwide campaign aims to recognize the hard work of the tireless volunteers who help care for shelter cats until they're adopted. And one very famous cat owner is lending her voice to the campaign, as we hear in this report.
The Shelter Volunteer of the Year program seeks to help local cat shelters in each of the 50 states.
I'm just super proud and excited that Purina Cat Chow's so behind making the shelters a better place, a better experience for the cats and the volunteers.
To enter, a shelter has to submit a story of an outstanding volunteer.
The winner gets a $25,000 makeover for their shelter, which goes, that would go a long way into making it a more comfortable environment for the cats. But really, there are no losers in this. There are 4 runners-up that get $5,000 each worth of pet food and supplies and toys, and then every shelter gets $1,000 worth of pet supplies.
Walsh is a lifelong fan of adopting shelter pets and encourages others to help homeless animals.
I grew up adopting cats. My mother and father, we always rescued animals, dogs and cats from shelters, or the ones that showed up on the front porch just looking for a hot meal.
To help your local shelter in this contest, log on to catchow.com and vote for your favorite volunteer story. This is Jason James reporting.
When BNN returns, get a sneak peek at what IBM is doing to make the next generation of fan experience at the Falcons Stadium.
Need a relief from cold sores, fever blisters, canker sores, acne, dry or itchy skin? EasyDealy.com and Shop Club USA Network present Olivacin, nature's best skin condition and cold sore remedy, all in one. You can use Olivacin to help you relieve numerous skin conditions. We've harnessed the power of the olive tree to quickly and naturally treat a variety of skin conditions, including cold sores, fever blisters, rashes, infections, dry skin, wrinkles, blemishes, and more. See what Olivacin customers are saying.
I find that Olivacin is the one that works for me.
And it clears me up instantly. Olivacin and similar products have a retail value of over $49.95. Call today and order this powerful cold sore and skin condition reliever for only $14.95. Yes, save over $35 on your order today. But wait, there's more. If you call in the next 10 minutes, we'll give you a second supply of Olivacin for not 80% off. We'll give it to you absolutely free. Visit EasyDealy.com/SoresNoMore or SoresNoMore.com, or you can also call the number on your screen. Stop suffering today.
Welcome back to BNN. I'm Diana Lopez. IBM and A&B Sports and Entertainment today announced a strategic partnership to develop a game-changing fan experience at the new state-of-the-art Atlanta Stadium set to open in 2017.
We're going to build a world-class sports and entertainment facility that I think you really can't compare it to anything else that's out there right now.
The NFL looks at stadium designs and critiques them. Their conclusion was this probably is going to be the greatest sports and entertainment venue in the world.
IBM's a huge technology partner, bringing to life the back end of the building. But not only is it the technology and the hardware and the wiring, it's the thought process and the systems that are in place to operate it.
What we want to accomplish here really matches with the vision of Arthur Blank and the Falcons and Major League Soccer Atlanta, and they want to have an iconic stadium that has the best fan experience in the world.
We are going to have an IBM Client Briefing Center, which is really the heart of the technology within the stadium. This is where we are going to house our data center. So it is truly the heart and pulse of everything connected within the stadium.
Coming to the stadium and leaving the stadium is the first thing and the last thing that people experience. So we need to give them real-time traffic information. We need to help them to their parking lot. We need to give them information that gets them into the stadium, and then likewise on the way out.
This is about differentiating the Falcons. This is not just about creating yet another stadium experience. This is about tapping into the community, pulling out those insights, being inventive.
So to think about actually having a living, breathing example of where we've partnered with a client to create a great fan experience is something that we are super, super, super excited about.
We have a great partner here to push us to the next level and redefine the stadium experience.
For years, mid-size cars like the Camry, Accord, and Malibu have been the biggest selling segments of the automobile business. But that's all changed as the relatively new compact SUV segment has shot past mid-size cars to become the new family car. The once criticized SUV of the 90s has adapted to the changing taste of the American consumers and not only survived, but thrived. At this year's 2015 Chicago Auto Show, automakers like Honda, Kia, and Chevrolet used the country's largest automotive showcase to launch their latest models and cement the compact SUV as the country's new preferred family car. With updated family-friendly features like 4G LTE connectivity, creating a Wi-Fi hotspot in the new vehicle, and 21 storage compartments, compact SUVs like the 2016 Chevrolet Equinox are outperforming and now outselling their midsize rivals.
Chicago boasts one of the largest auto shows in the country with nearly 1,000 vehicles on display. But which ones are the most popular with the hundreds of thousands of attendees?
The kinds of cars they're looking at is changing. Used to be the Camry and the Accord and the Malibu, those mid-sized sedans were kind of like the go-to car for families. But people are now looking at smaller mid-sized SUVs to fulfill those duties. And also, many family drivers, whether it's the mom or the dad, like the high seating position.
So automakers like Honda, Kia, and Chevrolet used Chicago's big stage to launch their latest SUV models.
Compact SUVs overtook midsize cars this year for a couple reasons. One is the availability of all-wheel drive, which is great for families navigating these harsh conditions like we're having here in Chicago. And second is the versatility that you get with an SUV. You can carry passengers or cargo or both.
The 2016 Chevrolet Equinox.
The updated Equinox comes with family-friendly features like 4G LTE connectivity. That makes the vehicle a rolling Wi-Fi hotspot, and 21 storage compartments. Safety is always important in a family car, and the Equinox has been an Insurance Institute top safety pick for the last 5 years.
The 2016 Equinox has 2 new safety features, rear cross traffic alert and side blind zone alert, and both of those are very popular with families. We have projector beam headlamps instead of reflector beams and new LED daytime running lamps. So not only are they beautiful, but it helps you to be seen on the road.
One thing you won't find in the new Equinox, a CD player.
Today's customers are using their smartphones to stream music, so we did remove the CD player for 2016 and replaced it with a little package shelf that you can put your smartphone on.
First the cassette, now the CD. From the Chicago Auto Show, I'm Chris Hansen.
Thanks for watching BNN's National News in 30. I'm Diana Lopez. We'll see you next time.